This is the plaintiff, Donna Vega. She says the defendant took her car one night, got sideswiped on the driver's side, the windows were smashed, airbags deployed, the whole works. But just because the defendant's young doesn't mean he gets to shirk his responsibilities. He owes her the $1,109 worth of damages he caused. These are the defendants, Mitchell Prigatano and Kim Pandiani. Mitchell says he was at the plaintiff's house for a sleepover, and she let him borrow the car to get an Xbox video game. The plaintiff gave him the keys to her car, and he got T-boned by another car. Since the plaintiff gave him the keys, he owes nothing. He's accused of smashing it up, but good. The defendants have filed a countersuit for $1,500 for mental duress.
Seated, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Donna Vega,
yes.
You are suing Mitchell Prigatano and Kim Pandiani? Okay, who's Mitchell?
Me.
You're the 16-year-old?
17.
It happened a year and a half ago.
Okay, for $1,109 in damages that you sustained when he crashed your car, correct? What happened here?
On that evening, we had taken Mitchell and his cousin, Jake, which is my boyfriend's son, out to dinner. When we came back, Mitchell was sleeping over. He said to me that, or to both of us, that he needed his medicine. And so at first I said no, and then I looked at my boyfriend.
Said no to what? You don't need your medicine?
No, to take my car. He wanted
to do what?
He wanted to take the car to go to his house and get his medicine.
How far did he live?
I didn't know that.
You didn't ask?
No.
How old did you think he was?
I knew he was at least 16. He had his license.
Did you ask to see the license?
No.
So you gave your car to a 16-year-old kid to drive at what time of the night?
Around 10 o'clock.
Why wouldn't you just tell him, call your mother, tell your mother to bring you your medicine? Watch this. What were you going to get?
My Xbox and medicine.
I couldn't hear you. Can you speak up?
My medicine.
No, you didn't say that. Why did you just say your medicine when you know it's your Xbox game?
Well, I wanted both. It's not very nice. I wanted both.
What do you mean it's not very nice? In your statement, you say you wanted to get an Xbox game.
I also
When
said...
I just asked you now, you said my Xbox game. When I asked you to repeat it because I wanted to hear you well, you said my medicine and my Xbox game. Well, you think this is some kind of joke? You're under oath. You understand that, right?
I did want to
Okay,
get both.
why are you loaning your car out to some 16-year-old?
I looked at my boyfriend and asked, and he told me that he was responsible enough to let him go get his medicine.
You don't even know where he lives. How do you know how far he's going to drive? Then they're 16. What do 16-year-olds do? I mean, seriously. And now it turns out it wasn't about medicine. It was about an Xbox.
Yep, come to find that out.
Isn't that so? Who knew from a 16-year-old that something like that could happen, right? Do you have children?
Yes, I do.
How many children do you have?
I have 4.
Okay, so why would you loan the metal leviathan of steel to a 16-year-old so he could run over a truckload of nuns and you would be responsible and get sued? Because the car's in your name, right?
Correct.
I'm in shock. Are you in shock?
I am.
So what happened?
Well, he
goes, and he doesn't go with your boyfriend's son either. He just goes alone.
Right. Because he was
How long had you had the license?
A couple months, I think.
Can't hear you.
A couple months, I think.
How long had you had the license?
A couple months.
Okay. Do you have your license in your possession?
Yes.
Will you please pull out your license and tell me when your license was issued?
04, 06, 2010.
What day was the accident?
April 17th.
So once again, let's try this again. How long had you had your license when this accident?
I thought it was 3 weeks.
A couple of weeks.
If I
Couple
had
of
to
weeks,
guess.
not a couple of months. Okay. Now, you were driving alone, right?
Yes.
Within the first 6 months of your license,
Yes.
which in the state of Connecticut is, can you complete that sentence? Illegal, right? Are you supposed to be driving around without a licensed driver next to you who is a parent or legal guardian or someone who's at least 20 who's had a license for a while? Are you allowed in the first several months of having your license to be driving around alone at 10 o'clock at night?
I am not.
You knew that, right?
I did not.
You didn't know that? What
I thought that was a
16-year-old who's getting a
permit.
license doesn't know that? No? Had you heard that?
I thought he couldn't drive with somebody. He had to be alone.
Did you know that she was loaning him her car to drive back to your house?
No, she didn't call me.
How far is that your house from her house?
I can answer that.
Yeah.
I know everybody's house.
More or less. I'm talking about how many minutes?
It's about, I want to say, a 4-mile drive.
Oh,
5
so
miles.
it's pretty close.
Yeah,
All right. Now, apparently, although she did not call you before saying, hey, should I trust your child with the car, according to you, you're talking on the phone with your son while he's driving to your house.
Right, he called me because he was lost. So we were on speakerphone, and I was giving him directions. And I'm saying,
did you say to him, what the hell?
Yes, I said, Mitchell,
go back to the house, stay where you are, I'm picking you up.
He was already en route. So I'm like, Mitchell, what are you doing? You're not even supposed to be driving. You don't even know the streets. You don't even know it. So he goes, Mom, just give me directions. Tell me what to. So I said, okay, well, tell me a name of a street. So I'm giving him directions. I said, take a left, take a right. So I kind of knew where he was. And then all of a sudden I hear, smash, crash. Oh my God, the phone went dead. I was in my pajamas, no shoes on. I flew out of the house. I said, Daryl, get me in this car. Got in the car, drove to the accident scene, flew out of the car. I was walking through glass because it was in the middle of 68. The cop picked me up because I wasn't even like coherent, I think. So he picked me up. He's carrying me to Mitchell because the car was smashed like his. And then he's talking to me, so I felt a little better. And her boyfriend says to me, so we're all calm. So my sister's ex-husband, which is her boyfriend, I said, oh my God, John, I'm so sorry. It felt so bad. All the cars were smashed, but Mitchell was okay, but I just felt like, God, he got to be bleeding inside or something. So I was not good because it was a bad accident scene. So I said to John, oh my God, John, I feel so bad. He goes, don't worry about it. She wanted a new car anyways. So I was like, calm. And then I don't even know how I got to the hospital. I don't even know, honestly.
What
I can't
happened?
even.
How did the accident happen?
I was driving down North Farms Road, and I got T-boned.
Yeah, no, that doesn't tell me how the accident happened. You skipped the
he was taking a left.
Stop. You skipped the how the accident happened part. That's what I want to know. What happened?
I was driving, and I wasn't sure where I was going. We're going down the road, and we're both in the wrong lanes.
You're both in the what lanes?
Wrong lanes. Where I was in the right lane taking left, and he was going straight from the left lane, straight lane.
Okay, so you are not in the left turn lane.
I was like in the middle of both.
Oh, you're straddling both. Lovely. Okay, go on.
And as I went to take the left turn, he came and smashed into my driver's side.
Okay, did you not see that there was a car to your left?
No.
Okay, so he crashes the car, and when does it first come up? What's going to be done about the damage?
Her insurance just paid for the cars.
Right, but she's
They covered
out.
everything.
Okay, but she is out. You are out how much?
$1,109.
And that's what, your deductible?
50 cents. No, my deductible is $500.
Right, and then the rest of it was the rental car.
And the underpayment of my loan.
And the underpayment, okay, of your loan, because it was totaled.
Correct.
Okay. Now, who do you think should pay that? Because I'm not sure I grasp your legal position. So explain it to me.
She gave the keys to the car. She should have never given the keys to my son without asking me permission. So to me,
correction. She should have never given the keys to your son, period. That sentence can end there.
Right, but if
it's an outrage, right? Handing a 16-year-old.
No, but my point is, I would be
my point is, though, you knew about that outrageous thing. Mom.
I would be 100% at fault if she asked my permission, but she didn't.
Okay. First of all, you're not at fault at all. Okay? You're at fault maybe morally, because if I hear that my kid has somebody else's property in their possession and they're lost and they're on a phone and they're distracted because they're trying to figure out where they're going and they're lost, it's 10 o'clock and he's 16 and that's where you're at fault. Where maybe you should be saying, okay, stop the car right now, pull over, especially when he's only a couple miles away, and then drive over and meet him. That's where your fault lies as a parent. But it's a little bit disingenuous for you to say what an outrage it is that she loaned your kid the car when you knew before the accident she loaned your kid the car. And it's sort of dangerous for your kid. And I'm sure you felt that in that window of whatever couple of miles he was far from you when you heard a crash, phone went dead, and you had to get in a car and go look for him. I'm sure you thought to yourself, oh my God, how did I not stop him? How did I not go pick him up? How did I not go bring him his Xbox? That was so crucial. I am sure that thought occurred to you. Now, having said that, Are you nuts? Because you loaned your car to a 16-year-old kid. And you should have never done that. And there's no, oh, the reason I did that is because I asked my boyfriend, he said it was okay. All right? That's an absurd answer to me. You had a huge lapse in judgment when you handed it to a 16-year-old kid. Now, the thing is, your 16-year-old kid has a license. So, you know, it's one thing to have the absurd lapse of judgment and to give your car to someone who you know doesn't have a license. But she's giving her car to someone she knows has a license. And what kind of lapse in judgment is it for you? You had a car accident. That can happen to any of us. Just so happened to happen to you when your license was 11 days old, okay? But it could happen to anybody, and it has happened to everybody. Thing is, who the heck do you think is going to pay for this? You have to pay nothing because you're 16? What is your theory on this? Don't talk. What is your theory on this? Then I'll hear your theory. Go ahead.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, the plaintiff clearly shouldn't have loaned this kid the car. Does she get all of the repair costs, some of the repair costs, or none of the repair costs?
None of the repair costs.
How come?
She took the responsibility by lending the car to her.
She rolled the dice. Fair enough.
I agree with the same thing. She shouldn't get any of the money. Considering he's a kid, she wouldn't get any money from him anyway.
What do you think?
Exactly. Also because of the age differences and everything. It's 16, and then I think, but after 10 o'clock, shouldn't have been driving the car anyway, as well as he should have knew better also.
So she gets none of the money?
Exactly.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
My theory would be that, yes, I should pay for it, but my mom shouldn't have to because it's not my mom's fault.
Did you sit down and talk to her and say, here's my payment schedule, I can pay you $20 a week, $30? Did you offer to do anything? Or was your position from the beginning, hey, you should have never loaned me the car? Or were you letting your mother handle it?
I was definitely letting my mother handle it.
That's right. And your position from Jump Street is, hey, what kind of idiot loans my idiot son a car, right?
I don't need to speak.
No, I'm asking you.
That's
it,
correct. That's
right?
it. That's
okay,
my
but
theory.
The problem with your theory is that you also knew it had happened.
I didn't know.
You knew when he called you. And I just want to know, mother to mother, do you have an ounce of regret, or if you had it to play over again with your next kid, you'd play it the same way?
I don't think I would think to let him pull over. I really thought Mitchell could get home safely. He's a good driver. He could get home safely from her house. I never would have thought in a million years that he was going to get in a car accident. I thought if I tell you, take a left, take a right, take a left, you can get home. But I didn't want him driving when it was dark out.
Well, it was dark out. He didn't know where he was going, and he's on the phone. So there were 3 reasons why you should have told him to pull over. It should have occurred to you, and I hope it occurs to you in the future. Now let us discuss the damages to the car. Show me the evidence, please. Oy. It was an $11,000 loss. You have a counterclaim against her for what?
For the stress I was under after seeing
For the stress that you were under because your son got into a car accident? You have a counterclaim against her? You have it, or he has it, or
You
both?
didn't live what I lived after that. Mitchell wouldn't get in a car. Every time he left, I thought he was going to get in an accident.
Your Honor, oh my.
Yeah, but how's that her fault?
Please.
Because she gave him the keys to the car.
He is a licensed driver, right? She gave the keys to the car to a licensed driver. As stupid as I think it is to have given a 16-year-old the keys to a car, it's not illegal, okay? So I think it was unwise. I think that the evidence bears me out, but I think the evidence bears out how unwise it was for you not to tell him to pull over, too, and that doesn't make you liable any more than it makes her liable. You know who the only person in the room is who's liable? Mitchell, because he had the car accident, okay? I find in favor of the plaintiff in this case in the amount that she is out, which is, and you're lucky that she had insurance and that it all got covered, of $1,109. And as to your counterclaim, because you went through stress because your son got in an accident, 0.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So the plaintiff has won this case. Defendant Mitchell and Mom in here. What's your reaction to this outcome here, Mitchell? How embarrassed are you, or how glad are you to be alive, or what?
I'm glad to be alive and glad this is over, because I hate this crap.
You hate this crap? How about what you put your mom through here?
I feel kind of bad, but a car accident's happened, you know? Nothing I can do about it.
All right. Anything you want to say to her at this point?
I'm sorry, I guess.
Sorry. All right. You totally exonerate him like he did nothing wrong?
No, I think they both were wrong. for letting this, her giving him the keys and him knowing, but I think that she should take some blame for this, that it was her fault to give the keys, and she shouldn't really be able to get anything, money out of it or anything more, because she shouldn't have gave the keys, so.
All right, head around the corner. So step in here. You weren't too smart either.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Right?
I should have asked more questions.
Such as?
Such as, like the judge said, look, see his license, see how long he's been driving. If
11
he knew,
days.
If he knew where he was going. I assume.
No.
Yeah, I know that now.
You ever drive in the dark before? No.
Moral of the story, never loan your car to anybody.
You could be dealing with a lot more serious case right now than
agree.
you are dealing with.
Right, thankfully nobody was hurt.
Okay, Harvey.
You should know this. If this kid would have gotten in an accident and hurt somebody else, the person who was hurt could sue the owner of the car as well, since the owner gave the kid the keys. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.